Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Legends Only.
My name's T. Kyle,
And I'm Brad.
and this is your weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about
Legends Only.
what a week it has been.
Sure has.
What the fuck? Do we even tell everyone about how last week we finished recording, went to dinner, it was beautiful out. We're
Mhm.
sitting there, and then all of a sudden all the TV screens are breaking news, breaking news, breaking news.
That's right. That
And
happened
then
last week. It's
every
felt
single
like
person on the
84 years
street
already.
was talking about it,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm going home.
Yeah. That was a weird
Yeah.
dinner. Because we were just I thought the chicken was
We're
lovely.
another one, another or unprecedented event.
Yeah. Wish we could.
Enough.
Wish we could not do that.
Well, it's certainly been a week,
Sure has.
and one thing we're good at is making you guys laugh. So that's what we're here to do.
Yeah. Tittering,
think.
guffawing, chortling.
So I would just like to start this week off by reading a tweet and playing something for everyone.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna kick it off on a laugh.
Okay. I'm ready for it.
Is that what you guys want?
Oh, they can't hear us?
This is a tweet from Braden TBH. When someone asks what the www stands for at the beginning of a URL,
Wagon wheel Watusi.
I saw somebody accuse you of writing that tweet.
oh, that's my alt.
Yeah.
No, I don't have an alt. I've thought about making an alt for shit posting.
I thought you had one.
Oh, yeah, but it's not public. It's my tester account.
Okay. Right.
My copyright infringement tester account.
Yes.
Do you guys know about this?
That's what
It's
I do.
let me post this mix,
Mhm.
see if it gets copyright flagged.
Mhm.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
It's important. You don't want your account to be flagged.
No, because then you get shadow banned and blocked and
Mhm.
hidden for a couple weeks
Yep.
and
Yep.
removed from the creator fund, from TikTok. That was
Uh-oh.
fun.
Well,
Anyway, neither here nor there. Another update from last week.
oh no, what now?
So there was last week you said on the pod,
What
I
did
believe it was Ariana Grande.
Yes, with the RE.
Absolutely
Allegations.
alleged allegations.
Yes.
Absolutely fucking sent me. And there was kind of an update to it all this week. So he did press and didn't really help the
No.
cause.
Nope. No, I did see this going around, and it did happen to coincide with Ariana facing the allegations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, he said that he's into fetishes and that he once used the point of a knife to scrape his initials onto someone he was dating.
Yeah, this is not going well for him, and he already is facing some pretty serious allegations, and this on top of it is just not going it's not going well.
No.
No, he left Piers Morgan a bit speechless,
Which that's
that's saying something.
that's saying something. The only eating we should be doing is eating the girls up on the charts.
Well, yeah, if everyone would just listen to
Like
Frankie
this
Grande.
next song, Beep Beep Bitch, Joyride, is continuing down the highway.
She's speeding along.
Yeah. Climbing the charts.
Yeah, running people over. You know, this has been just lovely to see the organic reach
Oh.
of the song, because every day is another celeb using it or dancing to it or the what have you. There was oh my god, who was it? Demi posted it.
She did.
She did.
BB sang it.
BB sang, yes. Suki Waterhouse did a little dance to it. All the cool girls. This is all happening. So shout out to Ms. Kesha, who also, I mean, this is perfect. We'll get into it, but there are some memes floating around this week, and she's leaning in,
Yeah.
presumably warming up for, I believe, Lollapalooza's coming up soon.
Oh.
So I believe there's some rehearsal action happening. But in the meantime, they did a little Kamala
More on
coconut
that.
tree action. More
later.
on that later.
We also got the instrumental and the acapella which I have to say, the instrumental, I mean, I love the song, but like the instrumental as its own work of art, you hear things that like kind of disappear in the full mix.
Yep.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
It is so detailed and fascinating.
You know, shout out to Zone.
And I saw a lot of people really praising the instrumental on socials.
Well, this is a great summer for weird pop. Weird pop is really having quite a moment, and I'll obviously have a lot more to say on that later, but I love that the girls are getting weird. Truly.
Finally. Also, our Stephanie engaged with Joyride
That's right.
on Instagram. There
That
was
is
some back and forth
There was.
between our 2010s girlies.
Honestly, yeah, that is a huge, like, the 2010s girlies reuniting is a real moment.
Some of them.
Yeah. Well,
Also, speaking of Gaga, she did post from the studio again,
she did.
which this is where the interaction happened, right? Like she was like, I'm in the studio or something.
Yep. That's right. What did she say exactly? She said, "Just me in the studio, happy as ever, making music. Feel so grateful. Heart is peaceful. It's like meditation. I can't wait for you to hear what I'm working on." And Kesha said, "Feed us, mother."
Because I am mother. Mother.
Love this.
Well, I'm excited to hear what I'm like perched for Gaga, but like I'm like not excited yet
I'm perched and terrified.
because she just wrapped up Jazz and Piano. Joker
For now.
is
Yeah.
incoming. So I don't know if we're getting like bops or, well, that's subjective, but I want Chromatica 2 is where we're going with this.
I don't know where we're going. I felt like that little 8-second snippet, which I've decided is going to determine how the whole era sounds, was very Born This Way
Yeah.
era. So,
Mhm.
you know, maybe it will be.
I'm perched.
Yeah, I'm scared, but I am listening
Yeah.
and learning.
We'll see what happens. She just wrapped Jazz and Piano like a week ago, but Vegas, there's a new girl in town. The Sphere just announced their first EDM act.
Oh, here we go.
It's not Beyonce, but
Oh,
I know. I was hoping that they would announce a Beyonce show there.
yeah. I'm sort of sold on the idea that Cowboy Carter's not getting
Anything.
a tour at this point.
I still can't believe we haven't gotten the Renaissance visuals. Like, it's so wild to me. Like, the movie's not available to purchase.
Yeah.
You can't stream it anywhere.
All in due time, I suppose. She's busy at local
Doing what?
record shops signing vinyls for people.
Oh, so is everyone else.
Yeah,
Beyonce.
that's what she's doing.
Everyone else is doing that too. I want that movie so fucking bad. I like need it. Anyway.
So it's not her in the Sphere?
No.
Mm.
The artist Anima will be doing
Enema.
No, I don't think it's Enema. Is it Enema?
I would hope not.
Isn't that Gaga's show?
That's Enigma,
Oh my god.
but also Enema.
Wait, an enema's like what you put up your ass, right?
Sure is.
Oh, I'm so confused right now. My brain just was like short circuited. I'll be your enema. No. Gee, that was just like
Will you? Wow.
Annie, I think it's okay. Now I'm lost. Anyway, it's Anyma, the artist who I
Anima?
personally, I think that like is so your type.
Oh, well, I'll be looking that one up.
I showed you him.
Oh,
and you
this
were-
is the one who has the crazy visuals.
yes, and he like dresses like a pop star superhero.
Yes.
There's like this whole, there's like aesthetics with like shoulder pads and like these really cool outfits and jackets and pants. And I'm like,
look at this. I'll get me
he
an
is
Enema.
So Brad's type.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I do want a
I'm
majority
basically
of
trying
his
to set you
clothes.
guys up.
His clothes are also, yeah,
Yeah.
futuristic.
We got to get you guys to go on a date.
Yeah, well, maybe at the Sphere.
Yeah.
We'll link up at the Sphere.
So he has an album called Genesis and does all those wait, what?
I'm just laughing because I was like, or maybe the Adele residency bathrooms, but that's a different story.
What happened at the Adele residency bathroom?
Nothing.
with
Nothing
you-
that needs to be shared on Maine.
When did you go to see Adele?
I didn't.
Oh, Okay, we can have put a pin in that.
We're gonna put a pin in that.
What? At the Coliseum?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what this
You
is
were not
going-
with me on this particular trip. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh.
It's clearly I
Hello,
cannot
it's
be
me.
taken to Vegas ever.
No, you can.
What happens in Vegas?
I had fun.
Yep. Me too. Sorry.
So in Las Vegas, yeah, Eddie doing the Sphere, and you've probably seen these visuals of like the big robot bitch with the robot tits.
Yep.
And she's bald and she like, smashes the glass always.
Yeah.
So they did a teaser where she smashes the Sphere and then she pokes her head out and she's like, "What are you girls doing out here?"
This is going to cause an accident. I think if
scary
I'm...
this one was scary as shit
Yes.
looking.
If you're driving by that, I'm going to swerve.
Yeah. Like, get her, she's out.
But the way the glass shatters, I would literally be like, oh,
Yeah.
and I would immediately cause an 18-car pileup.
It's like Cloverfield when he like comes out of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It is. But honestly, even though this is eating the planet, it's also eating visually.
Is it really? Is there like some,
I mean, that probably takes the amount of watts it takes to power that thing.
I don't know, cover the desert in solar panels. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
Figure it out.
Maybe they could do that. Yeah. No, this thing probably like single-handedly destroys our planet the most.
Well, it's not the only thing.
True.
And speaking of little robot bitches, we got some new Fortnite bops. Victoria Monet's On My Mama has been added to Fortnite.
Oh wait, so that's when you hit the button and they do the dance.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like Padam got
Oh yeah,
an
the
emote.
Padam. Yep. So
Dua
oh
Lipa's
wow.
in there.
Yeah.
Victoria
That's-
Monet got added.
This is a very
Gay.
yeah.
Yeah. Ariana's in there. There's
wow.
death drops.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the moves. That's cool. And good for Victoria.
It's good promo.
Good promo, good exposure.
I mean, the amount of
Gamers.
people who are like, "Oh, that's a song for Fortnite about Padam."
Yeah, that was insane.
It like literally is good promo.
Yeah, my 8-year-old son wants to know what Padam is because of Fortnite.
The amount of times I would get like taken out in that game, and then someone would like do a Lipa emote. I'm like, "Oh, Bob."
Wow, insult upon injury.
Say so's in it. What else? I
Oh
don't know.
wow.
Well, throw on your Fortnite skins, girls. I think it's time for our next segment that we like to call
High fashion! So editorial.
Guys, this is awesome.
This is a billboard.
This is super high fashion.
Oh my God, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion.
So I don't really have anything like in real life to talk about because I don't
Mhm.
think it's Fashion Week this week.
Right.
And everyone's shirtless on my feed and
Mhm.
making me feel very insecure about myself. But Bratz just did Anne Hathaway in Devil Wears Prada.
Mhm.
Another skit added.
I don't know. Maybe they're doing well. I don't know what they're doing, but over there, the gays in charge of the visual direction of their social media, they're just churning out. They're like Hillary Gay PSA, Devil Wears Prada.
This job must be so fun.
Yeah, like, do you think it leads to sales?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not personally buying Bratz dolls, but I feel like maybe it is.
I feel like their brand has expanded though, isn't it? Like makeup and
Yeah, that's true.
they're kind of like it's like Barbie, Like I don't
Yeah,
buy Barbies,
It's a lifestyle.
but right. But I see the movie. You've got the book.
wait, why aren't they like deeply in bed with Charlie doing Brat promo? That's like, wait a
it's
minute.
right there. I know.
Yeah. That's crazy, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe she's like, fuck off.
Maybe.
She might have been.
Or integrated marketing takes too long.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get a Bratz Apple dance, probably.
I saw Duolingo did it.
Of course.
They put like Brat on the back of the little green owl. It's still everywhere.
The owl?
Well, no, Brat, just everything.
Oh, Brat Summer is in full swing.
Every time I see that color green,
Yeah.
I think it.
Yeah.
Someone has a phone case, it's neon green.
Yeah.
Someone's shoes are neon green. Like the tiniest details. I'm like,
And it
I
is.
think the app and it just plays in my head.
And now it's like taking over straight culture. This was
Oh,
the funniest
no.
thing. Actually, Stereogum posted a screenshot of the Reddit for I don't know. But he wrote, I'm a white guy, mid-20s. I work at a GameStop and don't really have much of a social life. How can I still have a
Aw.
quote brat summer? I keep seeing it everywhere, but I'm not entirely sure what it means. And when I just go to work and go home and game, and somebody responded, I'm working from home in the middle of moving, trying to save, so I haven't been out at all. I'm having a brat summer by saying, bumping that, don't sleep, don't eat, who the fuck are you, out loud by myself every 5 minutes and using my green highlighter more than the yellow one. Brat summer is for all.
You could call it Brat Stop.
Oh, brat
Do a little
stop.
pop up.
Yeah. Should we do a little?
You could do like a Charlie XCX. The free ideas are gonna start to fly off here. I should stop myself, shouldn't I? That's how you get. So I'm thinking about the time that there was like a League of Legends viewing party, and if you went to one of the viewing parties, you checked in and you got an exclusive skin
Mhm.
only if you went to this event. So you could do like Brat Stop, and I don't know what you could do with it. I mean, there's plenty of games to work with, but it's Brat Stop for the weekend. You got to go in to get this.
That's a fun idea.
Jeez. Can someone please give me a job already? Like,
Honestly, get T. Kyle a job already.
I need money. Like, I want to, like, I need to create. It's not even like I just need to, it's my calling. You
It
know what I
is.
mean?
It is.
I need to create. I need to,
For money, ideally.
well, that too.
Yeah.
But like, ideally, I want to make shit.
Yeah.
So if someone has like $10 million or just wants to give me a job, we're putting it
Either
out
of
there
those
again.
things.
The 10 million would be nice, actually.
Yeah, actually.
If I see a Brat Stop anywhere, I'll sue with the lawyer I don't have. Anyway, Bratz also did this is crazy. They make furniture for the little Bratz dolls, and they did a bionic lip couch,
This is crazy, yes.
which looks like the Christina Aguilera playground ad.
It does.
Like
The Bratz lip couch has landed. It's on
and
Amazon.
Wendy, like it looks like Wendy Williams and Christina
A
Aguilera.
native New Yorker, Christina Aguilera,
Yeah.
Kylie Kiss Me Once lip couch. Get it now. I do love this lip couch.
Who's little brat dolls living the luxury life?
I don't know, but now anyone who needs a lip couch, it's on Amazon.
Is it for humans or for the dolls?
Oh, wait, I didn't actually check.
I think it's for the girls.
Oh.
The girls with the passion for fashion.
We,
I would
we
love
need a
to work
life
for
size.
brats, actually.
Okay, well, this is an official call
It's
out.
very my aesthetic. It's like they're little cunty little bitches.
Mhm.
They have good taste in music.
Yeah.
They're extremely gay.
Well, maybe we should at
They
them.
stan Rihanna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Dream job.
I can make little bops for them.
That's
Girls
true.
with a passion for fashion, like 2024
Honestly,
remix.
do a viral mix that involves them, tag them, get the social media's attention,
Huh.
and then you're in.
All right, girls.
Let's do it.
We'll see.
Secret operation. T. Kyle at Bratz.
I remember one night I went out with Jake, and this is when I was in Boston, and Club Cafe played. It was like the meme of them all dancing in formation. It was all on the walls.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, I do remember that.
that's in Boston, right? Club Cafe.
My beloved Club Cafe.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was fun.
I have many memories there. Yeah. Including some of my most awkward, actually. Because that was where I first started going out in college. And I remember so vividly one time I was talking to this guy online. And
Manhunt.
honestly, at that time,
Adam for Adam.
maybe, but no, it was probably OkCupid.
Oh,
And it was sort of like a meet me out at Club Cafe situation. And when he was coming, I was talking to my friend Lance about him coming to the club, and I was like, I'll let you know how it goes and whatever. And he showed up, and he wasn't the photo,
oh,
like at all, like
just
not
an
like
entirely different.
not
human
like a
being.
different version of his life. Like I could not see how that person could be in the photo. So I said, well, I have to show Lance. So I'm talking to him, and as I'm talking to him, I like maneuver my phone like in my hands, like to kind of be like this and talk to him, and I hit the photo button,
The
And
flash went off.
The flash went off
No.
directly in his face. And I had to go, oh, sorry. That's so weird. And he was like, just take a picture of me. And I was like, I didn't mean to, obviously. And so I like scurried over. I texted Lance. I'm like, I just took a photo in his face. Anyway, and now we've been married for 15 years. So it really worked out.
God.
Has anyone ever had that happen? Have you ever had to do a stealth photo in front of somebody or just to like tell a funny story to someone, or like, have you ever done that?
I'm pretty stealthy about it though.
Yeah, like you wouldn't fuck up.
Yeah.
I've fucked up. I don't know.
Oh, there was one recently, but I'll cut this out. But there was someone that had all over their back.
Keep it in with a
Anyway,
bleep.
yeah. And I was like, no, should I cut?
Why didn't you tell me?
No.
Keep it in. Who cares?
And I was like kind of shocked. I was like, oh.
Oh,
I was like, okay,
that's
work.
there's something about Mary.
But then I was like, what do you do, you know?
What do you do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was it, and you could tell because it was like on the shirt?
Oh,
or
you could tell. Yeah.
maybe it was intentional. Maybe
I was
they wanted
kinda
everyone
like,
to know.
work.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
the aim,
Yeah.
well, probably happened right there.
Also, have you ever met someone from like the internet or like an app and
Yes.
they look like, oh yeah, they look like 500 times better than their photos, and you
Yes.
want to tell them, be like, you are,
Yes.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have both of those scenarios. I've definitely had the you're not your photo, and then I've also had you're better than your photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Photos did not do you justice.
Yeah. There's such a thing as people who aren't photogenic. I believe that. But then
Me.
I also feel like it's mostly they just don't know their angles and their best features or whatever.
Oh.
And it's like, no, you
We gotta
are
get Tyra
cuter.
in there.
You're cuter than this. Like, come on.
Face the window, as
Yeah,
RuPaul
yeah.
says.
Yeah.
Best lighting. It's true.
It's true.
Anyway, enough about this.
Oh, well,
Close out of the apps and open up TikTok,
We see you.
everyone.
get out of Grinder.
It's time for a little bit of
Oh.
sipping of water.
Who's sipping?
TikTok talk.
I think we should have that conversation.
There is a meme that is just completely taking over the internet.
To say the least. And it's had such a long lifespan already, and it's continued to go.
Yeah.
Basically, the origin, because I've had to explain to a few people now because they don't even know how it's all started. It began with a quote from Vice President Kamala Harris, and she said, "You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you."
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you live and what came before you.
She said this at a White House event last year, and
It did go viral.
it did go viral initially because people were kind of making fun of the tone of the quote going from the cackling funny part to a very cerebral, like philosophical second half.
Yeah. And then did you see the edit where she laughs and then it like fades into like and there's like the earth
Yeah.
and then like the sun and the
Yeah.
planets, and it's this very like existential
Yes.
edit. And all the comments underneath are like, wait, why am I actually getting emotional? I'm
Yeah.
kind of crying. Why do I get it? I actually have to say, like, the quote
It's beautiful.
she spilled, I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, she's not wrong.
The exact moment it happened, because obviously it was taken out of context, she was swearing in the President's Advisory Commission on Advancing Educational Equity, Excellence, and Economic Opportunity for Hispanics. She spoke about the importance of equity in education policy, noting that not all students are offered the same opportunities to succeed. She said, "None of us just live in a silo, and everything is in context," adding that educational equity also depends on providing for the needs of parents, grandparents, and communities. Before telling a personal anecdote near the conclusion of her speech, "My mother, she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, 'I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?'" There we go. There's the quote. Which is, it is a profound statement at the same time, because it's like, yeah, sometimes without context, you think this thing just became this way. No, it exists because of everything that came before and all that is with that around you at this moment.
Wow.
It helps you put things
It
into
is true.
perspective. This is literally me on every week's podcast when I'm like, you think this Pop Girl single is just like that because of that? No, it's because Jerry Halliwell released this in this year and that turned into this. There's always like some sort of context.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
that was the origin of it. And then fast forward to like the past 2 weeks,
Yeah.
there was an edit where her laugh, and oh my God, there's so many. Like, did you see the RuPaul Kamala edit of the laughing
Yes.
where they're overlaid on top of each other?
Brilliant.
And the quote retweet was something to the effect of like, one RuPaul laugh lasts 10 Kamala cackles.
Yeah.
And it is, I
It's a
think
unit
it's
of time.
So fun. Something about RuPaul howling laughing is like instant serotonin.
Absolutely.
But anywho, the laugh got turned into this edit that I will play for you now with Kesha's blow.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Dance.
This goes viral.
Yes.
Then the internet does what it does best.
That's right.
And I stepped in and did mine too.
You did. It is so funny. They got Gaga. They got Spice Girls. They got everybody.
Yeah. I said Ejabal Spice. Is that how you say it? Ejabal?
I just bust out laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not understand what that meant for the longest time, but it is IJBOL. I just busted out laughing. That is what that is.
You're probably not supposed to say it in person because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Ijbol.
It's like saying LOL.
Yeah. But
IG2G.
in any case, maybe we'll add a select few here, but it took over.
It took over.
Yeah.
I did see people like fun policing it.
Uh-huh.
Being like, this doesn't even make sense. You're supposed to take this and do that. Then make it yourself.
That's the
Meme
normal.
police.
That's the life cycle of the meme. Is like the one that inspires millions, then the backlash to it was never funny at the first place.
Well, did you see the one that was a notes app? It was like a screenshotted notes app being like, this is not how you do this. You're supposed to take the laugh and put it in a sign. You could have made your own.
Yeah, and all that time you could have just done your own and gone viral with it.
Fun police is here. Get them. These would have done numbers on Vine.
Yeah. Yeah, these are all Vines.
This is Runaway with meme.
Yep.
I just aged myself with that, but if you know, you know.
Yeah, this is absolutely.
This is the Runaway with meme of 2024.
Vine really determined if you're funny because if you can get it out in 6 seconds, like, there you go.
Vine really is like a determination of like a certain sense of humor.
It certainly is.
Everyone keeps saying I'm like 9 years old. What's your favorite Vine? Or like what one do you? I quote them all the time.
Free Shavakadu lives rent free in my head because I'll never see that phrase the same.
That's like us on the pod. Me reading tweets on the podcast. Honestly,
yeah.
One of my favorite ones that I always think of during heat waves is I'm too hot. Say my name. You know who I am. I'm too hot. Offbeat.
Mm-hmm.
I still say Uber Jabber.
Uber Jabber.
For Uber.
Yep.
I still say hello. The water bottle girl.
Yes.
And they were roommates.
Potato? What's the one? The potato flew around.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's just so funny. And Valium Village.
Yeah.
And
I'll have the mixed vegetable.
Yeah. If you are having a night, pop an edible and watch Valium Village montages on YouTube. It's so funny. The one where she's like, "You're a fat pig." Mom, you're a fat pig.
Yeah, they're like old like after school specials or some shit that they've found from the 80s.
Oh, it's so good. Anyway, back to Kamala. Kesha used the edit in a TikTok and has shared it, which is now making it take off even more.
Yep.
And I love it.
It's so good. Yeah, at first she kind of did like a mirror selfie to it, but then she's activated with her dancers.
Yeah.
Really good stuff there.
It's so smooth
It
the way that
is.
it works. It's
Yeah.
like
It's from silly to fierce.
it is the best one.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm gonna say it.
Uh-oh.
I think she's so funny.
Oh, she's so funny.
I love it. I voted for her in the primary in 2020. I don't care. I admit
Oh, I
it.
thought you meant Kesha.
Oh no, I love Kesha too.
Oh.
I thought she was going to be president already because some people are old.
I still think you're talking about Kesha. But
And I'm voting for her again. So we love to see it.
there we go.
Yeah, I am. I'm unafraid and unashamed to admit the context of which I live in.
Yeah.
Anywho, also on TikTok this week, there was an edit. I can't even pronounce this. Someone took the opening scene of Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
They took out Lizzo's song and they put in Woman's World. It has 600,000 likes and 4.3 million plays. And people are like, wait, this actually fits. I love the Lizzo song. I think the Lizzo song fits better
Yeah.
because it's comedic.
Yeah.
But it is kind of wild how, speaking of the context of which you lived and came before you,
Yes.
it like works
Yeah.
in
yeah.
like a funny,
alternate
way.
reality
yeah.
worlds where that happened. That could be.
Yeah, because we talked about that in last week's after show. I said this works as like a funny
Mm-hmm.
comedy movie song, not
Right.
as like an actually like,
Yeah. Well, it's not working for anything at the moment
yeah.
because it did drop off the Spotify charts entirely in all countries, apparently.
Can I admit something though?
Mm.
The sexy, confident line is so catchy.
Well, there you go.
Oh, well, it seems like she's course correcting pretty quickly because I am assuming next song
Uh-huh.
is already hitting TikTok and Instagram, which means that they're starting to roll it out. Lifetimes is already in a promo campaign.
Yeah, she said, quick, roll out the walking on air retread real fast.
Oh. This one does sound better.
Yeah, it's a more, honestly, I could see like a BB or a dance artist dropping this kind of a song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's quick. You're right.
Like it should be week 2 of promo and
they just went merrily right along with
Yeah.
this. That's fast. Yeah. She did provide a jump scare with a video as well of a fan listening party where I guess they handed out KP6 hats, which were red. And in the video of a bunch of people wearing red hats, it provides
singing Woman's World.
no, this dancing to this one. It did provide a jump scare. Yeah.
So I gotta be real with you guys. You look like f***ing clowns.
Oh.
I don't ever want to see another red hat in my life.
And maybe they're orange, but in the video,
I think they are like a hot orange.
Okay.
And it's not translating.
that is kind of the theme of the campaign. In this video, doesn't it like that's
Oh my God. No. Which is like,
it's when you look at it like fast. It's
a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it. Sexy, confident. Oh, that's so bad.
not your edit.
I'm a mother.
You look stupid. You look so goddamn stupid. I wish you could know how stupid you look.
Should this week's poll? No. No. Luann. Moving
She's
on.
never left.
Moving on.
Luann is online, but apparently not very online.
No. So, our fave, Luann, played How Online Are You?
Yes, a clever little game from Betches.
Batches, little batch. And it is okay. I don't know who did this, but if
They
you're
knew what they were
listening,
doing.
This is so fucking funny. And I, as an editor note, I would just like to highly compliment the way that you used what is obviously like Luann thinking it's B-roll or like gonna get cut out, including it in this edit. It is so funny. So they ask her about espresso and like, who is this? And they show her Sabrina Carpenter and she's like, huh. I don't think that's Ariana Grande. And then they're trying to give her, and she's like, just tell me who it is. They tell her it's Sabrina. She pauses and you see her do like her read to camera.
Yep.
Oh, of course. It's Sabrina Carpenter.
They kept it all in.
Fun. But also the way that they, I really hope whoever edited this is listening because like, I just need you to know that like this really made me laugh and like made my day. As she's getting frustrated, they like edited in like red as like she's getting more angry. Just tell me who it is.
Yeah, they kick off with Chapel Roan, which this is just a delight. So they show Chapel first. I don't know if maybe they showed like the album cover. That's what they show on the screen, and then they show her in the Lady Liberty look that she performed at Gov Ball. And she goes, oh, is that Erica Jane? Nope. Looks like she tried to do her best Erica.
Just because she's blonde.
I do like the crown. Very Statue of Liberty.
It's giving Statue of Liberty. No, that's the fucking Statue of Liberty. But yeah, then she says, oh, is that a queen from RuPaul's Drag Race? Which is so funny because it reminds me of the scene when she performs at like that one venue.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like, oh, I thought it was a drag queen, but it was Luann.
And in full circle mode, Chapel Roan was performing at the same week, and she brought out her favorite drag queen, Sasha Colby, to perform Hot to Go, and fangirled so hard. It's an adorable moment. She is literally screaming while she's singing. She can't hold it in because Sasha's doing kicks and flips and all the things. But Chapel, when she said, I'm your favorite pop star's favorite pop star, was inspired by Sasha saying, I'm your favorite drag queen's favorite drag queen. So like full fulfillment, idol meets idol moment happening there, which was very sweet. But yeah, it's a Chapel world, and we're happy to be living in it.
Yeah, she's really climbing up the charts.
Except for Luann doesn't know we're living in it, but no. They're going to have her do the Hot to Go dance like in a week for sure.
I wonder
H-O-T-C-O. Okay. Boom.
C-H-I-C. Say la vie. Oh my God, wait, that's funny.
Yeah, she could do that.
C-H-I-C, chic, say la vie. Wait, no, that's wrong. C-I-C.
Oh, we got a speller.
Yeah.
Money can't buy you spelling lessons.
No. C-H-I-C, say la vie. There we go. That melody. I would bet money that Chapel Roan knows. Is it Chapel or Chapel?
Chapel.
Chapel.
Yeah.
Okay. With 2 L's and 2 P's.
Mm-hmm.
I bet she knows about Countess Luann.
Yeah.
Because she knows Trisha.
Yeah.
And she also just did Drew's podcast.
She did. That was a fun conversation. They were talking about...
she also got candid again about like the fame and how people are like know where her sister works and like...
Yeah, she's talking about stalkers. And yeah. But then she was also talking about how she was practicing somersaults in Central Park, and someone came up and was like, are you Chapel? And she was like, no.
Who?
And then she was like, yeah, fine.
Oh.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's like when someone asked me once if I was the guy from American Pie. And I lied and said yes. And I got free beers. This is like in my 20s. They're like, are you that guy from American Pie? I said, oh, Shermanator?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's me. Got free beers. Also, Chapel, do you know Julian, Jenna Marbles' husband?
Yeah.
he met Chapel at a flea market last week,
I think I saw that.
and they took a picture,
Mhm.
and I think she recognized him. So like she's
online.
online.
Yeah. She's at least seen your memes for sure.
Oh my god, do you think?
Oh, 100%.
Do you think Chapel's nose keep on serving cunt?
Yes.
Oh my god.
In fact, I haven't
Madonna does. I still can't believe that.
kept close tabs, but she very possibly might have used the sound. Like I don't
Oh
know.
my god.
Yeah. Because isn't she the one who says, I'm going to give you exactly what you want? Cunt.
Yeah.
So she's absolutely heard it.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure.
Setting trends
Setting
at this
trends.
old age. I am really starting to like. I'm getting into more of like her music now.
Yep.
Finally,
There we
I know
go.
I'm late. I get it.
Well, the world is catching up anyway, so everybody's in it together.
Yeah. Well, speaking of new music,
Uh-huh.
shall we get into it?
Oh, please.
But before we do,
Mm.
shout out to all of our supporters over on
Legends. ONLY. Legends only. Honestly, yes.
That first part kind of slayed.
Yeah.
Wow. So anyway, patreon.com/legends only. If you love the podcast and you would like to support us and listen to more, because every single week after this episode, if you can't get enough of that,
Mhm.
we just keep talking
If you can believe
every single week after the show in the after show.
it. Yes.
We also have 4 years of bonus content. So once you sign up, you get immediate access to all of that content. You can also join our Discord community. And if you are an icon, the next icon live chat, which is a live chat where we chat with you all live, will be Monday, July 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Discord. If you would like to join and don't know how to get set up, send us a DM on Patreon and we will help you out. Thank you all for your continued support. This week we have a lot to discuss in the after show. We got a stacked lineup.
We sure do.
You can also support the pod by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And now, let's chat about some new bops.
Yes, please.
First up, I would like to shout out the new track Back to Life from Angry Baby, who I've mentioned before on the pod.
Mhm.
Also saw his show last night.
Oh,
at
that's right.
Elsewhere.
How was it?
It was really good.
Nice.
It was fun. And I will
were on the
say,
roof?
oh, yeah, the roof, sunset vibes.
Mhm.
If anyone listening is connected, do you know anyone at Lady Gaga's team? World's Orbit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he remixed Love Game
hmm
and it's on SoundCloud. He played it at the show. And when I tell you this crowd went fucking wild for this remix, like it's so good.
hmm
And I mean, the crowd was going off the whole time, but like specifically for this one, I was like, holy shit. Like everyone, even the Gen Z, like the young girlies were freaking out.
Yeah. Is it
Stephanie-
a TikTok sound?
No, I think
That's what he's got to do that.
yeah, he teased it like a while back and then just left it on SoundCloud.
Get
it
a
went
snippet of it on
fucking
TikTok,
off.
make it go viral, and she'll notice, and there you go.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So I'm like, if anyone in that orbit wants to take a listen to that, it's on SoundCloud. It's so
Nice.
fucking good. But yeah, that's his new track. And then also,
Angry Baby Love Game remix.
yeah.
The Goo Goo Gaga version.
Okay, also, it was really funny. He started his set off with the a stormy baby,
That is
baby,
funny.
and then it like it like
pitched
remixed
up.
it. It was like baby, 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 and it just kept going.
That's
It
funny.
was really funny, actually. Yeah, bops. Also, randomly, kind of like I feel like this is out of nowhere. Joe Jonas just dropped a new single, and there's a new album coming.
Yeah, the title seems like a troll, right? What was the title of
Work It Out.
No, the title of the album was like For People Who Believe in Love or something like that. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, was it what's the album?
I don't know. Actually,
Joe Jonas album announcement. I saw it briefly and I was like, For People Who Believe in Love is the name of the album, which
so I won't be listening because
just a little interesting to drop after a divorce. It's
Yeah.
like, ooh.
The lyrics of this song seem pointed.
Oh.
This feels personal.
It does.
I think I might sit this one out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this is an artistic statement.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's going on.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to pick sides.
Mm.
I really like them both.
Mm-hmm.
This is disappointing. I'm like upset by it. So I'm like, I don't,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, he's having a messy moment, or he's
Like-
just airing his grievances. I don't know.
I know. I remember when I saw them right before the pandemic, and like she was in the crowd,
Yeah.
like right by me, and
Yeah.
like, some things just make you sad,
Some things do.
you know. Well, yes.
Well, yes.
Oh, there was another song I wanted to add in
Oh.
here. I forgot to Cheat Codes. I was just listening to this before we started.
Mhm.
It's called, ironically, Find Love Now. It's just like a
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The universe is really whacking you over the head this week.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. I have some picks. Shout out to Alice Chatter, who is finally back.
My name.
Isn't Alice? Hers is. And she has signed with Epic Records as Tricky Stewart's protege. Tricky Stewart, I mean, that's like Umbrella, Me Against the Music, like legend shit.
Heard of it?
Yeah. So I have been writing about her for, I feel like it was probably 7 or 8 years. She had dropped some songs over the past few years. Actually, the song was My Name is Alice, or the teaser. And there was like all this spidery visuals. And then she had Hourglass, which was a bop. And she collaborated with Iggy Azalea on a song, I think, Lola, I believe, in 2019. So there have been things along the way. But now it feels like everything's kind of full guns blazing, new era, new campaign, big management. So this song's called Don't Let My Boyfriend Get in the Way, which is quite a
I love that.
cheeky title. And I would say probably if you're into the Ari, yes, and if you're into like a Shep Pettibone, like kind of, you're going to Vogue and that early 90s sound, it kind of fits there. It's also very Sabrina Carpenter. So basically this is a song about a cheeky, lighthearted, but with a bit of a problematic meaning. My toxic trait, which I call the overlap, is when you're in a relationship and your boyfriend is messing up, treating you terribly. So you start to look for other options while you're still in the relationship.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't think is that toxic? If
Well-
someone's not treating you right, of course you're going to look for different options.
She said, I have codependency issues, so it's really hard for me to leave even when I'm being treated terribly. This is something a lot of my girlfriends struggle with too. So yeah, it's a fine line. It's a tricky tightrope to walk, but the song is fun and cheeky. And the other part of this is that she is dating, or I assume they are still actively dating. 18's member Danny is her boyfriend.
Oh.
So I don't know if she's referring to.
Yeah, why am I in it?
Yeah, it's like, is it shots fired at
Upside
him?
down.
Yeah. Is it him, or is she referring to a previous relationship? I don't know. But yeah, it is kind of like, it's kind of Sabrina, please, 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 where it's like, don't fuck this up, by the way. Like, I have hot men trailing me all over the tennis court and everything in the video, which is very sexy and hot. Happy to see her back. Happy to see her making waves.
What's your toxic trait?
Oh, where do I start? I envision the relationship way too soon in my head, or I have a picture of the person in my head before I actually.
Yeah.
So I go all in on
Got
like
it.
date one or the conversations leading up to it.
Who's ringing my doorbell?
Woo! But I try to be conscious of it. I feel like it only fucks me up because I have this.
You're like the Kamala meme where you like, he says, hey, and you just are like, and it just zooms out into like the globe, the planets,
Yeah, I build a whole fantasy in my life.
children running on the beach, dogs,
Yeah.
houses.
So I'm like, yes, we're perfect and everything, and it's like I barely know this person.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not good.
I
No,
don't
that's
know.
bad. But that's why the best bet is to get to know somebody over a period of time through other people, maybe, and you're not necessarily attracted to that person at the time or whatever, and then maybe you explore. It's just better sometimes. Get a sense of somebody. Anyway,
Wow.
that's what I do. What is your toxic trait?
I don't know. Should I ask the audience? Oh, I never ask for help. I'm bad. I should say
Mhm.
I am horrible
Yeah.
at asking people for help with everything.
That's true.
anything
Yeah.
and everything.
Yes. I would say so.
Yeah.
Well, these are things we can work on
She's an independent person, but sometimes you need to ask for help.
and break down those walls.
Oh, yeah. I've got a fortress.
You do.
Yeah. I've got a moat.
Moat. There's alligators in it.
There's sharks in
Yeah.
the moat. There's barbed wire. There's an
Mhm.
electric fence.
Mhm.
Spears, bows and arrows.
Yeah. And BB Rex is standing there with a sword.
Literally. But once you're in,
Once you're in, it's lovely.
once you're in,
Yeah.
you just gotta get over a couple hurdles. Anyway,
Anyway, so shout out to
Next.
Alice. And then, you know what? Put your beer cans in the sky.
oh, I have so much to say about this.
Well, do you have 15 minutes to talk about it?
Yeah, actually, let's put
Perfect.
15 minutes on the clock.
Miss Madison
do-
Beer.
I do think it would be funny if she did a 15-minute mix of this.
Oh, for sure.
Madison Beer is out with a new single, 15 minutes.
Hmm.
I'm obsessed with this song and like the whole vibe that she's got going right now.
I mean, we're 2 for 2. I mean,
We
if
are
this
2
is,
for 2, bold underline.
Yeah, second single from her upcoming third album.
Oh,
Yeah. This follows Make You Mine, which we've been obsessed with for a long time. We've talked about it. Had that Jennifer's Body video.
yeah. I heard
Yep.
someone playing it in Central Park recently, like out loud, and I was like,
Mhm.
I just heard like,
Yeah.
I wanna feel bop. And she references that song in the lyrics of this one
Love.
by saying, never forget I made you mine.
Ugh.
Which, now, okay, the video I don't really get,
Mhm.
to be completely
I
honest. Like,
admittedly haven't seen it yet, but
it's pretty.
Mhm.
It's well done, well shot, but like I don't really understand the It's just like she's hot and she's like trapped.
I would argue that's a concept that she's done a lot.
Yeah, and then she gets like she almost gets out, but then this rope hooks her
Oh,
and pulls her down this little tunnel, and it reminded me of the scene in Toy Story 4 when they're all like going towards the incinerator.
don't I?
That's what I thought of, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, they're gonna get her.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert, she survives.
Okay.
Don't really understand the concept, but like she's so hot.
She is so hot. She's like distractingly hot, a little bit scary hot. And yeah, funny story also, as far as I know, this is the first time she has worked with Lost Boy.
Oh,
Lost Boy did Padam Padam.
Oh,
That's range. You wouldn't think it.
no, because they're very different.
Yeah. So he produced this one. I'm really into this. We're again 2 for 2. I'm really into the vibe that she's created for herself here.
I also like. I'm trying to understand something because I feel like I'm the gayest person on the planet, but I'm like attracted to her. Like I think
Yeah.
she's so hot.
Oh, I think it's like the same thing as like Megan Fox, where it's just like she's so intimidatingly hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Ashley Graham, I also think is so hot.
Yeah.
But I texted the group, the gays this,
Oh no.
because someone sent me, which I love this, by the way. I've been getting all these people sending me like, I'll play this for you. You'll see. You'll be like, oh, that makes sense.
Sure does.
People send me like
Just
all these,
tits shaking.
yeah, like OnlyFans girls. So I texted the group and I said, why am I so gay but also obsessed with OnlyFans girls? And Ryan said, maybe on some level we want to be them. And Jake said, aspirational.
Yeah.
And I said, you're right. There's a power they have that we can't obtain.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, she
Like
is
it's bizarre. I'm like attracted
entrancing
to you.
Absolutely. Well, this might help answer your question in the release. She said 15 minutes features Madison as she weaves a romantically thrilling tale that incites feelings of jubilee and intense curiosity simultaneously. The cinematic video feature, directed by Madison and Aaron Moreno, continues the storytelling theme found in Madison's recent video work, as the video finds Beer at the climax of a highly suspenseful escape room scene.
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, I was lying in bed, then I had a crazy thought in my head. She sings, mashing the lyrics with the unpredictable atmosphere of her new video. Viewers need to buckle in.
Yeah. And
Well-
there's like a sign that says your 15 minutes are almost up or something.
Yeah.
It's like she can't get out, and it's like trapped, but then she gets set free at the end.
Very Saw.
I love the ending is so pretty.
Mm.
I don't know if they I don't think they CGI'd it, but it's this beautiful sunset vibe.
Right up your alley, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bop.
Well, now we've come to the part of the podcast where I become insufferable. Everyone, it's time to talk about
We're already an hour in. I'm like, I'm kidding.
more insufferable.
I don't think you're ever insufferable. I think I'm insufferable sometimes.
Oh, stop. Well, whatever. We balance each other.
You were so funny last week, but like producer hat on. I was editing and I was in tears editing back some of that episode last week.
I don't know what got into me. I think Woman's World did it to me, honestly. I said, well, set me off. But it's not about Woman's World this week. It is about Jade. Jade is finally here.
Oh my God. What is it called?
Angel of my dreams, song of my year. I am so pleased to be proven right after many weeks of saying I think Jade is about to eat. She did indeed devour, and not in an Army Hammer Grande way.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I haven't had a moment like this in quite a while in pop music where I am freaking out, texting all my pop justice nerd kind of friends, talking about it, all the good stuff. So, yeah, why don't we dive into it? So, first things first, I'm well aware that like not a lot of people even know who Jade is stateside.
Yeah, give everyone like a context for.
Oh, you think Jade just fell out of a coconut tree?
For
She
me, she did.
exists within the Little Mix that existed before. Yeah, so Jade is part of Little Mix, formed on the X Factor UK winners 2011. Simon Cowell put them together along with, well, I believe it was, didn't we find proof that it was like Kelly Rowland who actually put in all the Kelly Rowland Little Mix? Yes, Kelly Rowland did Little Mix. Yes, 3 months ago, the X Factor released footage revealing
And
that
Nicole Scherzinger did.
Scherzinger did One Direction.
Right?
Yes, the
Our
girls are girls. So thank you, as always, for everything, Kelly Rowe Legend. Put them together. I believe she was 18 or 19 at the time, into a band. They took off with Wings, their debut single. Hits. I think they've sold 60 million records, one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. Did a lot. But once again, we're talking about the pre-streaming era, and besides Spice Girls, barely anything ever crossed over. They had some moments here more than Girls Aloud. ever
Heartbreak
did.
Anthem.
Heartbreak
fucking
Anthem
bop.
at the very end of their run.
Is that all four?
Huh?
Is that all four?
No. By that time, it was already Jessie out.
Oh,
So,
that's my favorite one.
well, I feel like you haven't heard too many of them.
No, I
yet.
listened to the confetti one.
The confetti one? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was a lot at the beginning, like Salute and Shout Out to My Ex and
Oh, I know that
Move
one.
and Touch.
Shout out to my ex.
Yeah.
I know that.
So, huge run during the 10s. They called it hiatus. They didn't call it quits. They're on great terms, love each other, which we don't ever get, ever, in girl groups. And they all went on their separate ways. Leanne, Perry, Jessie, as we know.
Bud Leg Day Girl. Speaking of vines.
Yes, thank you for translating.
That was another one.
Yes.
Oh, how do you?
That's
something I say a lot
It is.
too.
Like, you're the number one Jessie Nelson stan. It's for specifically that one reason.
No, I'm not.
No, I know. You don't actually know who she is. It's fine.
No, and she collabed with that fucking clown. Oh,
Anyway, so one of the cool things about Jade is she is also a co-writer with the other girls on most of their hits, which doesn't get, super talked about as much. But she also co-wrote Wasabi, which is a big fan favorite. And she reunited with that producer to do what is Angel of My Dreams. So it was already a good sign. But if you don't know her, she is a drag queen obsessed, pop diva loving, queen of queens, gets down with the gays. Like, truly a fag hag. Like, sorry, she is. She's like, she
a
won
fruit fly.
a fruit fly. Thank you. That's a better term.
Yeah.
She won the Allyship Award from Gay Times. She's like constantly referencing Drag Race, and it's not like I love, whatever. She like gets down. She has favorites. when they had the AAA girls in the Power video, which is Alaska, Courtney, and Willem. Courtney did like an interview that Jade was a super fan wearing their shirts, and like she stood in line at DragCon to meet people, and they were like, "Girl, you can like go up. You're part of a girl group. You're huge." But he super fan, meme queen. So she knows all the references, like Vines and shit like that. She's constantly doing on socials, very plugged into all that stuff, very online. So love Jade. Favorite of the mixes, impeccable taste. She did an interview recently with Michael Craig for Beat, where she was talking about how her favorite thing is like to sit in and watch music videos and watch the pop girlies. She's obsessed with Britney, Madonna, Janet, all the good stuff. As I talked about in the last episode, she said for this album, she had a playlist that was Madonna, Britney, Kylie, Janet, Diana Ross. Some days she was feeling cunty. Other days she wanted to do a house banger. Then she wanted to go Janet Feedback. Like hearing that from a pop girl is just, that's all you need.
Well, also the Britney of it all. I learned something new this week.
Yes.
And I felt guilt.
I don't, because it's hilarious.
Yeah. So she wrote Pretty Girls.
She wrote Pretty Girls. The band wrote Pretty Girls.
Yeah.
It was meant for Little Mix. And who knows how it would have gone with Little Mix, because I do think I could see that. Like that's way more plausible for like Little Mix, honestly, than Britney ever was. Like it was already like an odd kind of moment. I also think the story about Pretty Girls might have been different if it was just her or if it was a different feature, because I feel
Pretty Girls should have been in Barbie.
Yes.
They should have held that song for how many years is that? 10
yeah.
and put it in Barbie.
I've got plenty of grievances against it, but it is an undeniably catchy, sticky song.
Oh yeah, it was my most played on Spotify that year, so I clowned myself.
You know, I hate how she styled in the video so much. I hate like a lot of what happened with that whole campaign, but
it's iconic.
I think there could be a different story. Yeah. But Jade gave an interview where she was talking about how they did it, and the interviewer hadn't heard that and freaked out. And she's like, yeah, it's iconic because everyone hates it.
Her explanation was really funny.
Yeah, that's how she is.
She's like, no, this is iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, but she worships at the altar of Britney. So she's good people. And yeah, and she also get like the British pop stuff she gets really well. She said her boyfriend will be playing Call of Duty and come down and be like, fuck me, you're watching Rachel Stevens again. Just love it. She gets it. So here we are, Angel of My Dreams. She's been teasing all these breadcrumbs. This campaign is very Easter eggs and leaks themed. Like it's very looking for clues. She opened up an Instagram called The Jade Room, where there's like every post she's done
that's funny.
Yeah.
Get it?
The Jade Room?
Like the Shade Room.
Yeah.
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 It's funny.
It's funny. And then she had a website attached where an iMessage popped up and you're talking to quote unquote Jade.
Hey.
And if you said certain things, she would leak things. So you could write like leak a pic, babe, or something like that. And it would be a picture from the music video. It was a chat bot.
Oh.
Or like release date. And she like tease it all the way to July 19th. Simon Cowell, you'd write, and she wrote back, who?
What happens if you write Jesse?
Good question. I don't
or
know.
Or Butt Leg Dick?
Yeah.
It just responds back, how do you?
But super clever, and it gets to that heart of like a Cloverfield marketing campaign of like so much.
Oh, I loved that campaign.
Little bits and pieces, like to program an iMessage thing to have all these responses to certain things.
It's fun.
That's cool.
When I did the Waka, the dog bot,
yeah,
I Watch What Happens Live, I coded so much funny shit into that.
Yes, exactly like that. So we're here, and the song is, as suspected, a 6 songs in one, everything in the kitchen sink banger that is completely erratic in the best way for me. It reminds me the most, actually, overall, not sonically, of Gwen Stefani's What You Waiting For, in the sense that she took the pressure of needing to go solo and the record label and the demands and stuff and created something so chaotic and kind of a wall of sound in response to it. It reminds me of when that was her first moment out, and she said, I'm so pressured by the record label to do this pop song, and that's what came out. Like tick tock,
Well, it's funny that you say Gwen
Mhm.
because so here's where I'm at with this. Now, for context in which I live, I admittedly don't really know a lot about this lady,
Mhm.
but I saw how perched you were and like you were so excited. So I went into it. I was like, all right, I pressed play on this. It is so fucking wild.
Yeah.
And my ears were hooked into every second of it
Mhm.
the entire time, having no, like everything you just said, I had just learned right now. But I pressed play and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking wild. And my first thought was Gwen Stefani's Yummy,
Mhm.
which, in my opinion, we've talked about this before, one of the weirdest, coolest songs ever.
Yeah.
Because like that song has like the chunks. It's like,
Yeah, it isn't even what you're waiting for necessarily. It's also the sweet escape with the sample
yeah.
of, you know, wind it up, I should say.
Yes.
Taking the sample.
Also, it sounds this is really, really, really niche, but I'm gonna play it and see if you hear it.
Okay.
Because my brain, and this is all complimentary. This little teeny part. You know that?
Mhm.
What is it?
It's getting to the part where I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that like little ding, ding, ding in the beginning of Bad Romance music video, I
Mhm.
hear that in this song.
Right.
But it reminded me of like, because in Yummy, you have like the part where it's like, I'm feeling yummy head to toe. But then it's like, I know you've been waiting. And
Mhm.
it switches. And then you have like the gear
Yeah.
thing at the end where it just goes fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This song is the same where it's like these, it's 5-ish
Yeah.
different songs like chunked into one. I love it. It's like
Mhm.
Joyride. It's like, I listened, I was like, this is fucking weird. What the hell was this?
Right.
I need to listen again and again.
Absolutely.
And I also love how bold of a, because this is debut, right?
Debut.
So to be bold on a debut like this and not like follow a trend, she was like, no, I'm going to be fucking weird and do something completely out there and different. And I stand that.
Yeah. Her quote in the press release is, I want people to hear it and be like, what the fuck is that song? My worst nightmare is for someone to hear my song and go, that's nice.
Okay, so that was my reaction. I said, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. She didn't want to be safe. That was really important to her. And so I said, mission accomplished on that front.
Yeah.
It was made with Steph Jones, who did Espresso, among other things.
Oh.
Pablo Bowman, who did Miracle and I believe Sacrifice for BB.
Oh. Do we
Oh.
think that Jade stands BB Rexa?
For sure. Yeah, definitely. I would love to see an interaction between them. If they haven't already, they might have been in sessions already, now that I'm like thinking about it. So the production reminds me of Xenomania, which did, that's Brian Higgins and company, and they do Girls Aloud, obviously that kind of Frankenstein style.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of a Girls Aloud structure to it.
Totally. That's exactly what comes to mind for me.
Because I've listened to 2 albums now.
Yes, you're a
so-
Girls Aloud connoisseur now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God
she-
of Bun.
but the actual song itself is even more clever, like when you dig into like the lyrics and the samples and stuff. So it's got a sample of Sandy Shaw's 1967 Eurovision winning Puppet on a String, and she apparently wanted to sample this song for years in a song, and so she finally did. And how we know that, another part of this campaign, which is cool, she uploaded a thing called file 00263.mp3 on Spotify. It's a 30-second clip, almost like a muffled recording of her in the studio, of her talking about how she's trying to sample this. It's all led to this sort of like DIY leak, off on the fly kind of like, what do you mean you uploaded a imperfect 30-second voice note on your Spotify account, kind of explaining why you used a sample of a song? It's cool to me. It's another Easter egg. It's like a little like, oh, I found this. Like, why is there a little voice note on your Spotify?
It's very Taylor. If she slayed.
If she slayed. And that's like a very yearning song about, I'd be a puppet on a string if you just give me anything, give me love. And this song is about her love-hate push-pull with the music industry. And just waiting for somebody desperately to take a chance on her, and then getting the fame, living for it, but then the dark side of the industry and being like, you don't care if I live or die, do you? It really goes off the walls. So angel of my dreams, I'll always love you and hate you. It's not fair. It's like her love for this thing is good and bad. It's a love-hate thing. You descend into the hold it against me beat.
Yeah.
Fucking love that's what comes to mind for me. It's like that pulsing beat. And all of a sudden she's like, you don't care that I'm mad, care that I'm sad, care if I cry, care if I die. You only care about money. The best line on here that people won't pick up for people who are new to the story, she said, sold my soul to a psycho. They say I'm so lucky. Better act like you're lucky, honey. Psycho is also the name of Simon Cowell's record label, Psycho Records, which Little Mix was signed to. SYCO. Psycho, as in Simon Cowell.
Oh.
Sold my soul to a psycho.
Oh.
Ate him up a little bit. Some also say that that huge man in the video is a representation of maybe him or record label executives in general, which she did indeed sign to him from 2011 till
It reminded me of
18.
Dance Moms. I'm sorry. That was
Yeah.
like when she's in the room and like they're all staring. I'm like, oh my God, this is literally like Kendall getting screamed at. Like, you're not doing a solo. And then when she comes in with the chair.
Love.
Okay. Are you, we can't ask her, but like, I literally thought of the scene where Abby throws the chair
Mhm.
and Kelly like storms out
Yeah.
when she gets whacked with when she whacks herself with the chair in the music
Yeah.
video. I was like, oh my God, that's literally a Dance Mom scene.
Yeah.
That's gone viral recently.
Yeah. I don't think that was necessarily the reference. I think she's coming
Who
from
knows?
a more.
You never know.
You never know, honestly. It's true. But yeah. So then she sort of goes like, but it feels nice in the spotlight. The camera flashy. I act so happy. Love that. That is giving me a little Rachel Stevens come and get it, whatever vibe, which would not be an accident if so. Yeah. And then we start getting. So the cool thing also is that there's that original chorus at the very beginning, that sweeping kind of angelic version of it. And then in the song itself, it's sped up like a TikTok version, which I think is clever because it's almost like she's sampling herself already.
Yeah.
So it's like it's already a hit in the song that she's using. It's like interpolating herself, kind of. I think that's cool. But yeah, we get through all that. It's disjointed, it's disorienting, it's brilliant in my opinion. It's the best girl group solo lead, I think, since Nicola Roberts' Beat of My Drum, which I think a lot of people also drew comparisons to in terms of what the fuck did I just listen to? Brilliant pop, British pop.
Let your head go.
It's, the video, and the video which we haven't fully dived into. I see Jerry Look at Me. I see Victoria's Let Your Head Go. That sort of crazed, campy story.
What's the reference with like the blue
The blue,
and the blonde in like the beginning? I thought it was Trisha Paytas.
the blue,
The big furry blue coat.
the diva,
Yeah.
the girl. I
I thought it was Trisha.
felt like the video
And Mariah.
represented like obviously a pop star, and then like busking Jade gets like discovered and thrown into the world of being trained to be a pop star, and then diva pop star is like, fuck this new bitch, and smacks her.
Yeah.
Like, don't take my place. I think that, but I don't know if she has a specific person in mind. I'm sure she does, but the threat of the new girls coming up for her is that's probably partially how she feels, is like, who the fuck are these new girls like,
Yeah.
coming up at this point? But also she might be thinking of certain people who felt that way about her coming up.
It was very like Trisha Madonna meets Pam Anderson.
Yes.
And
I love her.
yeah.
Whoever that is in
Yeah.
the blonde, she's a queen. But yeah, she plays probably like 4 or 5 characters in this, which is really funny. And then the little mixers have been noticing all these little cute details, like throwing in references. It reminds me also of Hold It Against Me in the sense of like little Easter eggs if you're looking, and narratives about her story.
Battling yourself.
Yep. When she's rolling in with the boombox at the beginning, there's butterflies all over it to symbolize their debut single, Wings. There's so many things. I'm like, this is so considered and so smart. And it's just such a treat to have somebody give you so much to chew on and digest and like piece apart and come up with your theories and stuff. Smart pop like that.
So then why aren't you a Taylor Swift fan?
Oh,
No.
don't you dare. Don't you dare.
It sounds like something that Taylor does.
She does. And I'm so happy for those people who love to dive into that. I actually do have to do it for work anyway. So I get it. She gives, and I'll give credit where it's due. She gives you plenty. If you want to get into the lore, that she is doing that. But
Does she reference Heartbreak Anthem anywhere?
Probably.
I love that song.
Well, I feel like, isn't in the Heartbreak Anthem video, aren't they wearing the wings?
Yeah.
So I feel like that all connects. Sure.
Oh.
So, yeah, I guess that's my long and short of it. I'm so pleased. I feel like it follows in the footsteps of girls who went really bold and took a big swing with their lead. You know, in terms of British pop, like Jerry, Nicola, just these what the fuck moments.
Emma Bunton.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I love so many lead singles
Beyonce.
from the girls, but a lot of them aren't like weird necessarily.
True.
I think maybe I would consider Crazy in Love a weirdo a little bit. It's very bold. I think it's very strong. I think I would put that in there. Regardless of what it is, it's a 10 out of 10.
I love it. What about that one?
I mean, that's hardly a debut.
What else? Who else debut? Oh yeah. Oh, it was Havana, right?
I think
Kind
it
of a
was.
bop, actually, whatever. It's bop.
But it's a difference between like bop is one thing, like Fight for This Love by Cheryl, like certainly, but it's not a risk.
Right.
That's why I'm like on the fence. Like Crazy in Love, I think maybe I'd put it more risky. Bold song for sure, like big and bold and powerful song. 10/10 for sure. But like things that just make you go, "What the fuck did I just listen to?" Yeah, Normani Motivation,
Bop.
kind of a of the time sounding song, but amazing song. Yeah.
And also someone who paid a lot of like references.
Yeah, a lot of
in a
references.
music video.
Yeah.
In a really smart way.
Yeah. Wish she didn't cry about it. That's
I know.
unfortunate.
Gotta let the girls live their lives.
Gotta let the girls live their lives.
Everyone
but,
has a vision.
you know, it's just really nice to see somebody really let their freak flag fly and get creative as fuck and go all in. She's done interviews now and she's just said like she's very excited. And then she had a release party. And at the very end, she played new music. Like there was a second Connective Tissue video with a whole new bop that almost sounded like Azalea's 212 underneath.
Who?
Which I think is incredible in a whole different way. And I think we're just about to be fed a lot. And I am eating and loving.
Circling back to an earlier conversation, there's a Bratz doll named Jade.
Ah,
So
she better do
better
some Angel of My
throw on
Dreams.
some wings.
Yeah, she might.
And sing this. Because does she look like her?
Maybe. They'll like dress her up too, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is her.
Oh yeah, why not?
She's cute. She's kind of like very Madison Beer looking,
They need a Madison Brat.
right? Like it literally looks like Madison Beer.
Yeah, that's very Madison. I don't and for the people that get it, as far as the people who visited Pop Justice growing up or visit the forums still, this is very Pop Justice. And so I was almost emotional to see Mr. Peter Pop Justice, who still does the New Music Friday Pop Justice edit. He just listed this song 100 times in a row. And I like it almost made me emotional just to be like, he's still like, this is still like a Pop Justice emergency. Is what it would have been like.
That
like,
playlist has a lot of followers too.
Oh yeah, and it's like he still great taste but this was like when Bad Romance came out and he would like the site would go crazy and yeah, just better days, better times of panics around pop music and just made me really happy. So I'm a very happy pop boy because of this song. And that's about everything I had to say.
Angel of my dreams. Would you say that she's an angel of your dreams?
She absolutely is. This hook is going to be in my dreams forever.
Yeah, it's very the da na 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 is so catchy.
And then go figure, I wrote like 2,000 words about it. But then I did a TikTok where I just wrote like key takeaways about the song, and it's got like 45,000 views already. And I'm like, okay, I guess I figured out the
TikTok
TikTok
era?
strategy. Yeah, it's so like keep it simple, stupid, like where I'm like, okay, maybe I don't have to do a lot anymore, or
Yeah.
it's just like a more focused thing.
And if you keep it shorter, they'll boost your stuff because then they don't have to pay
Yeah.
you.
Well,
Don't go over a minute.
check for me doing the Angel of My Dreams dance next, I'm sure.
Is there one?
Yeah. She
Oh.
was dancing around to it. And to loop up this whole conversation, I think this is like the perfect addition by accident to Joyride. This kind of like, what the fuck
Yes.
did I just listen to thing, which ties into generally just the Brat Summer, the Chapel Roan. I feel like kind
It
of
breaks through.
weirdo, cool girls are running this shit. And these songs, none of them sound anything alike, but
No.
something is really cool happening right now. It's like strange production.
People are taking risks again.
Yeah, I would say
Instead
so.
of like, I mean, I'm not knocking it because like I love a house beat, but like you got to break through the noise sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think she did a very good job at doing that.
Yeah, it's like I cannot say why, but of course Angel of My Dreams and Joyride are in the same bucket in my head. And it's just because
It's
They're
weird.
chaotic. Yeah.
And it holds your attention too.
Yeah.
I feel like
it's almost, they're getting smarter at like pulling you in through the whole song. Instead of necessarily making it a 2-minute song, you can make it a 3-minute song if it's really interesting and weird.
yeah.
But yeah.
It's like having a bridge in a
Mhm.
song.
Yeah.
It's like you're waiting for it.
Yeah.
What's next?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a mega mix. You're like, what's going to happen next? Where's this going?
Totally. So check it out, Angel of My Dreams. And then after you finally like digest the actual song, then get into the lyrics because it's cool. And maybe that's it too. It's not about love. And no shade to songs that are about love. But like Joyride, this song, Brat, a lot of these songs have nothing to do with love, really.
No.
It's industry worries, it's body issues, it's girl on girl conflict and resolution. It's like there's some cool things happening lyrically.
After you explained it, it makes more sense how the song kind of goes like on and off.
Mhm.
Like dark to like light. Like Angel of My. It's like that's the light, airy side of fame.
Yeah, she's
and then
saying,
it gets gritty.
yeah, every like the verse pulls you back into the dark shit. She's like talking about, I bought you a house, bought you sushi, bought you a suit, it's Gucci. If I don't win, you'll put me in the bin. I can't win, so sue me, or something to that effect. And it's like, yeah.
51%. He takes that 5%. 5%.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there you
How
go.
cool.
Very cool.
Go weirder, bitches.
Exactly.
Oh, I shouldn't say that. Girls.
It's paying off, I think. Just giving us something to talk about rather than just like, oh yeah, it reminds me of XYZ. Like it reminds me of a million things, but it's not a carbon copy of anything.
No, it reminds me of Yummy,
Yeah.
Joyride.
Like I can keep, the chorus reminds me of Kylie's Kiss Me Once chorus on that song. That sort of like marriage, like woo, bells, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. Good job, Jade. Good job, girls.
Good job, girls. When does the album drop?
We do not have a date, and frankly, I'm cool with it marinating for a bit. As we
Yeah.
talked about, end of year this year is going to be dicey here, and I would rather wait for a hopefully promising 2025 early.
Oh, right. We're starting to. She's getting hot.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe like early
think-
September, but that's soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to drop that soon anyway, and I know they're going to tease more music, so that's fine. Ride it out a little bit, and then culturally things will get a little,
Interesting.
and then hopefully a cool early winter moment
Would you say it looks like an early winter?
for me.
Yeah. That's a shit for like all the shit that we give. Well, I wouldn't say we, but like the internet gives Gwen the impact, the way that it's like still seeping in now.
Oh yeah.
I think we should have that conversation. We need to have a Gwen conversation again soon.
For sure. There's plenty to be said.
Yeah.
There are musically,
Yes.
absolutely.
Anyway.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot more to say, girls.
Oh, God, that's
We've
right.
still got a list of things to go
Yes.
in the after show, which you can find over at patreon.com/legends only. Thank you all for joining us for another week. I hope that this week is calmer than last.
Let's pray.
and cooler
Mm-hmm.
for the summer. And until next week,
We will.
see you in our dreams.
Soon.
That's a mashup.
Mm-hmm.
Angel My Dream into I know you've been waiting, but I've been off making babies. It's time to make you sweat. Something there.
There's something there.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Do we think the girls know Yummy?
Yes.
As they should. All right. See you in the after show. Bye.